Hello students, in this video I will discuss about the kinds of subject. Okay, in the last class I have told you about the parts of sentence, and in that topic I have told you already that sentence has two parts. The first one subject and the second one predicate. And in that video I have also told you about subject and predicate, how to find out subject and predicate. So in this video we will focus kinds of subject. Okay, kinds of subject means I will tell you some specific words, some particular words that can be used at the place of subject. Okay, so let's find out those words. Okay, now see, the first point is here. Okay, see, the first point is here. A subject can be a noun or pronoun. A subject can be a noun or a pronoun. Is it clear? I mean to say, at the place of subject we can use a single noun or a single pronoun. Okay, let's see example. Sachin plays cricket very well. Sachin plays cricket very well. So very first find out subject of the sentence. You know, I have told you about the subject. Doer is the subject. So who is the doer of the sentence? Sachin. Sachin is the doer of the sentence. And Sachin is the name of a person. So Sachin is a noun, and we have used here as a subject of the sentence. Okay. Now see second sentence. She loves reading books. Who loves reading books? She. So we find answer C, and she is the pronoun. And here she is working as a subject of the sentence. Okay. Now third one. They know me very well. Let's find out subject. Okay. I have told you already, to find out subject we ask question who. Okay. Who. So who know me? So we will get answer they, and they is also a pronoun, and here the word they is used as a subject of the sentence. Okay. So I hope you have understood point first. Now see point second. A subject can be noun like words. Okay. I mean to say we can use some specific word that function, that perform the work of a noun. Okay. Now see, what are the words? They are gerund or infinitive. Okay. Those words are gerund or infinitive. Now see, what is gerund? Gerund is the ing form of the verb. Okay, gerund is the ing form of the verb, and infinitive is the 2 plus v1. Okay, 2 plus v1 form of the verb is known as infinitive. I mean to say, when we use 2 plus first form of the verb, so that form of the verb is known as infinitive. Okay. So an infinitive and gerund also can be used in the place of subject, and they function as a noun. That is why we call noun like words. Okay. Let's see example. Swimming is a good exercise. Okay. What is a good exercise? Swimming. Okay. Now see, it is a verb, and just before the verb comes subject. So swimming is a good exercise. Swimming is a subject, and that is the gerund, function as a noun. Okay. Second sentence is, to see is to believe. To see is to believe. Okay. Let's see. To see is to believe. What is to believe? To see. Now see, is the helping verb, and just before the helping verb what come? Subject come. And see, verb first form, and just before the verb first form we use infinitive to. That is why it is the infinitive form of the verb, and here that infinitive working as a subject of the sentence. So in those sentences, swimming and to see is a subject that is function like a noun. Okay. Now see point number third. A subject can be a phrase, okay, containing noun, articles or modifiers. It means to say a subject can be a phrase. You know, phrase means phrase. What is phrase? Phrase is a group of words. Is it clear? Phrase is a group of words. It means to say a group of words also can be used in the place of subject. Okay? Or now see that group of words can have a noun, articles or modifiers. Okay? Let's see example. All the boys were making a noise. So very first find out subject who were making noise. So we will get answer all the boys. Okay, all the boys. Now see all the boys. It is a group of words and group of words known as phrase. So here all the boys is a phrase and functioning as the subject of the sentence. Okay. Now see boys is a noun. Okay, and the is an article. Is it clear? So a phrase also can be used at the place of subject. Now second one, that new student is very intelligent. Who is intelligent? So we will get answer that new student. So that new student is the subject of the sentence. And now see it is also a group of words. So that is why it is also a phrase. Okay. Now see point number 4. A subject can be two or more nouns. Okay, pronouns are noun phrases that may be joined by conjunction such as and, both and, neither nor, either or, not only but also. I mean to say we can join two nouns, two pronouns or two phrases with the help of some specific conjunction like and, both and, neither nor, either or, not only but also. Okay. When we join those sentences, when we join those nouns, pronouns, okay. So such kind of subject also known as compound sentence, compound subject. Okay. Such types of subject also known as compound subject. Now see example, either Ramu or his brother has stolen my pen. Who has stolen my pen? Either Ramu or his brother. Now see all these words has used in the place of subject as a subject. Okay. Now see. Now in that sentence we have joined. Okay, we have joined Ramu and his brother with the conjunction either or. So here this is also functioning as a subject and this is a compound subject. Second sentence, see, chocolate and pista kulfi are my two favorite flavor of ice cream. What are my two favorite flavor? So I find chocolate and pista kulfi. Now see, we have joined two nouns. The first one chocolate and second one pista kulfi with the help of conjunction and. So these all words, okay, that we have used here as a subject, okay, that is a compound subject. Okay. So when we two nouns, two pronouns, okay, two phrases joined with some specific conjunctions, so that type of subject also known as compound subject. Okay. I hope you have understood the points that I have shared with you. Okay. So watch the video and enjoy. Tata.